Daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. I am so glad you could join me this Thursday morning, August 1st, 2024. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our goal is to make you a successful currency trader and help you become the best version of yourself. And we do that with our simple yet highly accurate proprietary indicators, and we teach you how to use them with personalized one-on-one coaching, which we think is the most efficient and effective way to get you from point A to point B. And we are so confident that we can do that, that once we have trained you, we will let you trade with our money and split what you make. Thereby, we're all in it together. We win when you win. With that, we first need to listen to this disclosure, and then we'll jump in and see what we've got. Hold on here a second.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We train in a couple different ways. We have a big library of videos. We do group training sessions. We do live trades like this one, where experienced trader comes online and kind of walks you through their process of how they evaluate trades. And as we have a number of different trading strategies and a number of different traders, you get to learn something from each of those various strategies. I do 3 live trades a week. This one also Tuesday morning and Monday afternoon. Every afternoon, I also send out an overnight trade setup that you can copy. And when you become a regular member, we've got trade sessions every day in the morning and in the afternoon, and a lot more group coaching sessions to supplement the one-on-one. We think it's very, very important. If you want to get good at anything, it's repetition, feedback, and repetition, and that's what we do. I like to work off of a checklist. It helps keep me focused. Every morning, a good habit, just refresh your green chart, clears out the memory, picks up any updates. The review at the end of every day, I believe it's essential to go back and take a look at the trades that didn't go the way you wanted. Just as in life, just evaluating what didn't happen well that day and make corrections. With our simulator, you can go back to the specific time that you took the trade and see exactly what you were looking at and what the indicators say, and frequently you can see where the error occurred, and then incorporate that into your future trading habits. Tuesday, I forget what happened. Tuesday was a winning trade, so I think there's nothing to go back and review. And last night's overnight trade was a winning trade. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. And our indicators are very good at predicting which direction the market will go. And if we can predict which direction the market will go, we will make some money on it. The news does impact currency prices. We are not trading on the news, but we do want to trade around the news. So we want to know what news events are happening so we can make sure that we're not trading when a news event's happening, because a news event can cause the market to jump. I like to look at my news events through forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into kind of three levels. One is yellow, which is low impact. We ignore those. Orange, which is medium impact. I tend to ignore those. And like on these all day things, it's hard not to trade all day because of the OPEC meetings. And then red, which is high impact. These are people that I want to trade around. So this morning, 25 minutes, we've got there's a bunch of information on the pound. And then an interpretation of what all of this means at 7:30. And at 8:30, we've got unemployment claims on the USD, and 10 a.m. ISM manufacturing. So the U.S., usually I like to stay out of things 2 hours beforehand because the information starts to leak a little bit before the official announcement, and it starts to cause the price to move. That might be because of the news, that might be opposite of what the indicator is saying. And by the time the indicator catches up with the impact of the news event, you're stopped out. So we may avoid trading the USD this morning. So with that, let's jump in and see what we have. We have a dozen different signals. The signal I'm going to use this morning, and I trade with a couple different signals, but the one I'm going to trade with this morning is the 10-point trade. I traded off of a 1 hour chart. And on a 1 hour chart, a trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips, the distance between the support and resistance. And usually I am looking to carve out 11 pips. Now, if I've already kind of made my 30 pips in a day, which is my target, I may let a trade run longer and get a longer run out of it once it's profitable, move my stop loss up to my entry, and then let it run. But basically, on a cold trade, I'm looking for 11 pips. So let's go ahead and see what we have. Chart we are going to trade off of is the light 6 major, which is one of the standard charts. It's a composite chart. It's showing me 6 different currency pairs. In this case, they're all US based on the first chart. Now, I know I said we probably won't take a USD trade this morning, but it's helpful to go through and take a look and see so that part of what we're doing is training you to be able to identify what's a good trade. So we'll just take a quick look through here and see what we see. I start with the middle section of the chart, which we call the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal red line is the oversold line. I am looking for situations where these lines are below the oversold line and going up like they are here. And I want to ride it through the channel. As you can see, we've got 2 green candles here. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. When the market's overbought, that's a good time to sell. So the reverse, I'm looking for the lines to be above the blue line and pointing down. Here, I look at where the position of the green line is. In this case, it's beyond the halfway mark. For my trade plan, I don't trade it generally when it's beyond the halfway mark. Now, can I get 11 pips by taking a buy here? Yes, you can. It's just not part of my trade plan. It may be part of yours, and as you back test things and figure out, you might be able to say, when I see A, B, and C, that I can still make the trade when it's here. So if I don't see what I want with the majors and minors, then I don't need to look at the rest of the chart. So let's jump over to the Euro USD. Oversold. Everybody's going up. And I have the double cross where the green is crossed over and the gray is crossed over the black. I like to see that. So that's the 3 points I'm looking for. I also want to see that the green line is got a slope of greater than 45 degrees, which it does. I prefer the green line to be a little closer to entering the channel, but this is okay. So I got 3 points here. When I have the 3 points here, I'm going to jump up to my TNTs. There's 2 orange lines, and I'm going to count how many of the lines support the buy signal that we see here. Thin orange is going up. Thick orange is going up. The blue lines are inversely related. So with blue lines coming down, that means buy. So dotted blue is coming down, thick blue is coming down. So all 4 lines here are telling me buy. I need at least 3 of the 4. So here I've got all 4. And then I take a look at the pressure. And here I want these lines either going up or I want the green line on top. And I don't have that here. So over here on the AUD USD, these lines are just going up slightly, and I have the green line going up. So this is good. It's very weak up, but it's still up. These lines are converging here on the Euro USD, but they haven't crossed yet. Pound USD, oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross, steepness greater than 45 degrees. I like this signal better than this signal because the green line is just about to enter the channel. Here, I only have 3 of the 4. Thin orange is going up. Dotted blue is coming down. Thick blue is coming down. Thick orange is flat. Flat is not up. So 3 of the 4, but that's okay. And on the pressure, I've got down pressure, but green has crossed over. But we're not going to take a trade on the pound. This has got a double whammy because we got news on both of them. So here I'm going to pass. U.S. Canadian dollar. Overbought. Everybody's coming down. Double cross, reds on top, blacks on top. Steepness is greater than 45 degrees. And here the green line is entering the channel. So of these, this is the nicest signal. This I really kind of like. 2 orange lines going down, 2 blue lines coming up. So all 4. I've got up pressure with red on top. So a point here, 3 points here, 4 points here, 8 points. I actually like this. I want to see if we can get something else. But even though we have that news coming up, we still might come back and trade this. I want to see if we get something else that's not a news item. But this is a nice setup here. Dollar Swiss franc. You know what I didn't point out to you, which we missed. Bank holiday in Switzerland. Bank holiday in Switzerland today. So typically, if there's a bank holiday, I don't trade that because the trading volume is going to be low because of the bank holiday. So nothing on the Swiss franc today. And here we're overbought, so there's not a good trade opportunity. Dollar yen. It has turned in the channel. It's approaching overbought. So sometimes I'll trade these turns on the Euro USD when it's in the middle of the channel, so it technically hasn't gotten to oversold. But I'm not on the dollar yen. So let's go take a look. I've cloned this chart and made a second chart with non-USD pairs. Euro pound. Again, we're not going to trade the pound because of the news item, but this is a nice setup here. Overbought. Everybody's going down. Double cross. 45-degree angle. We don't have the TNTs with us. Thick orange is down. Thick blue is up. So we have two here. I want to have at least three. So we'll pass on that. Australian dollar, yen reaching overbought. Euro Canadian dollar oversold. Everybody's going up. But I don't have the double cross. The green hasn't advanced far enough to cross over the red. So we're going to pass. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, overbought, going up. Pound yen, oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross, 45-degree steepness, plus 45-degree steepness. The lines are kind of clustered. We're entering the channel. I like this setup too. Two oranges going up, dotted blue coming down. So 3 of the 4 were good here. Weak down pressure with green on top. Nice signal. But again, we've got that news item that prevents. This is again a good signal. And that news item's in 15 minutes. Euro Australian dollar oversold. Minors are coming up. Majors are still kind of sideways, so nothing there. Let's go to the next group. Canadian dollar, yen. We're more than halfway here. Green line is well beyond the halfway mark, so I'm not going to consider it. Euro New Zealand dollar oversold. Everybody's going up. The green has just crossed over the red, just barely. In fact, it's moving a little bit. When it moves down a little bit, it just touches versus crosses. And we've got good steepness on the line. Euro New Zealand dollar, 2 orange lines going up, 2 blue lines coming down. So all 4 telling me buy. And we've got down pressure, and the green is just, the tip of it is just crossed over. So we've got 8 points here. I want to see what else we got. Before I take this. Pound New Zealand dollar, which is almost identical to the Euro New Zealand dollar. The pressure is clearly crossed here. Green. Actually, we've lost the double cross here. The green line's pulled down a little bit. So that's why we're going to hold off here. So this is a better signal than this, but again, we're not going to trade the pound this morning. New Zealand yen, we're more than halfway. New Zealand USD. We'll get everybody going up here. Double cross. I don't like here. There's a little kink in the line, if you can tell, on the green line, where we're going from more steep to less steep. I don't like that. And the steepness is, I think it's 45 degrees, but I don't like that when it's kinking and going in a, I want it to go from less steep to more steep, not more steep to less steep. Euro Swiss franc. This is a nice signal. Oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. Good steepness on the green line. We've got a kink here, but we're going from less steep to more steep. So I like that. Just the green line, just about ready to enter the channel. So 3 points, 4 points up here, 2 orange lines going up, 2 blue lines coming down, and the orange lines are going up very steep. Down pressure, but we've got the green line on top. So again, we have all the elements, but today's a holiday in Switzerland. So I don't like to trade when there's a holiday on one of the pairs. So I am going to pass. Last group of 6, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, overbought, going up. Swiss franc, yen, we're in the middle. We're almost overbought, but the signal has changed, so we're going to just ignore that. Euro yen. Oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. Steepness is okay on the green line. We're in the channel, but less than halfway. That's good. 2 orange lines going up. Dotted blue coming down. So 3 of the 4. Sideways pressure, or a very, very light down pressure. Green hasn't quite crossed over yet. I really like to wait till I see the full signal versus anticipating. I found when I anticipate what's going to happen, sometimes the accuracy isn't quite as good. I'd rather just wait and find what I like. Oversold. Everybody's going up, but I don't have the double cross here on the majors, so I'm going to pass. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. Oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. Steepness is greater than 45 degrees, but I don't like that we've got a kink in the green line where it's going from more steep to less steep. So I am going to pass on this. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. This is actually okay. We're right at the halfway mark. Oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. Steepness is greater than 45 degrees. We're in the channel. All 4 of the TNTs, 2 oranges going up, 2 blues coming down. Down pressure, almost sideways pressure with green on top. Again, another nice signal, but the bank holiday is screwing us up here. So we went through 24 pairs, didn't find something we like. I'm going to take one more look at that Canadian dollar or US dollar, Canadian dollar. Real quick. Now we got that news coming up. So when I see the signal, so this was the signal. Overbought, everybody coming down, double cross, good steepness on the green line. Green line just about to enter the channel. 2 orange lines coming down, 2 blue lines going up. Up pressure, but the red is crossed over. So a point here, 3 here, 4 here. My confirmation on this trade is I want to see that we're overbought on the 2-hour, which we are. All the lines are above. They don't need to be going down. I just want them above the blue line, and overbought on the 4-hour, which we are. Here the majors are still going up, minors are going down. If these 2 are overbought, if for some reason this signal weakens, we'll pick up the trade here. It'll just take longer for it to happen. When I see the trade, then the question is, how much is it worth? This is a trade where you have to figure out what it's worth. Figure out what it's worth. I go to just a clean chart. And Here's a clean chart on the US Canadian dollar. I drop in support and resistance. Now, here, I want to know what the trend is. So here we had a big long uptrend. And then for the last 3 days, it's kind of been sideways. If I'm trading with the trend, I might be more aggressive on how many pips I'm going to take. If I'm trading against the trend, I'll take less pips. And I figure out how many pips I'm going to take by looking at where the support and resistance is. Support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop, like in here and here and here, over here, here. So I'm going to trade between these bands. So then I want to take a look at how much space I have from one band to from where we're at now to the band. So this is, if you look up in the top right or top left, we've got 5 pips up. And 14 pips to here. I'm just curious how many pips to here. Actually, how many pips to up here? 36 to up there. I really like I like the signal. Why does it not keep saving that? I think we're gonna pass because of the news item. If the trade, if we had more than 5 pips here, if this was closer to 10 pips, even though that news item's an hour, more than an hour away, I might consider the trade. But for 5 pips, it's not worth the risk. I don't want to get stopped out over 5 pips. So let's change strategies real quick. And we've got another trade strategy. This is a quick little scalp trade. And it's very quick to figure out. We can take it when there's less than 5 minutes left in the hour. On the hour chart, there's 2 minutes and 20 seconds here left. And it's taking a look at what the position of the thick orange line is. And the thick orange line is a scaled number. So when it's as high as it can go, it's at 10. When it's as low as it can go, it's at 0. When it's at 10, it thinks there's no more up in the movement. There's no more up in the movement. That's a good time to sell. So I am looking for this number to be either 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either end. Here it's 9.2, so it's within 1 of 10. When I see this, then I'm going to look down here to the red line on the major indicator, and I want this red line to be up above the blue line. So it's not. This is telling me there's more up in the movement. This is telling me it thinks it's maxed out. So I'm going to pass. 7.9 isn't close enough. 5.2 isn't close enough. 3 isn't close enough. 0.8. That's within 1 of 0. Yes. But look where my red line is. It's in the channel. I want the red line to be way down here. 10, yes, on Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, and the red line is a past the blue line. So I've got both conditions. We're going to take a 5 pip sell on the AUD CAD. 5 pip sell on the AUD CAD. So I'm going to take it MetaTrader 4. You can take it in your simulator. So AUD CAD. I don't have that open, so I'm going to go to File, New Chart. It's going to probably be down in the third category, AUD CAD. The spread is about 6 points. That's okay. I want to be looking at the same chart. So we're going to take a 5 pip sell, new order. Lot size is a function of what's in the account. This account has it's a demo account. It's got 6,000 in it. I'm going to move this decimal place over 4 spots. So 0.6. I can take half of that to double that, but I'm just going to take 0.6, market sell. Once it's recorded, I'm going to go to modify. This trade is worth 5 pips. So 5 pips is 50 points. You just add an extra 0. Click the little blue button. It does the math. And on this trade, because of the accuracy of it, we can use a 4-to-1 stop loss. So 5 pips is 4-to-1 would make a 20 pip stop loss. Add the extra 0. And I'm going to put click the little red button. It does the math. And because 5 pips is a small amount, I kind of want to make sure I get the full 5 pips. So I am going to, we got in at 0.9025. So I'm going down to 0.9020, 0.90206, 206. All right, so we took a sell on the AUD CAD with a take profit of 0.90206. That's 0.90206 and a stop loss of 0.90460. And that was a 5 pip sell. Some traders like to wait on this to see to the new hour to see that this changes by 1. It changed by less than 1. So when it changes by less than 1, it's going to take longer for the trade to materialize. But within the next couple hours, we should get this. So again, we took a sell on the AUD CAD, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, take profit of 0.90206, stop loss of 0.90460. Thanks so much for joining me this morning. If you want to learn to do anything, the best way is to find somebody who's good at it and get them to teach you. That's exactly what we do. And we are so confident that we can teach you to do it well, that we'll let you trade with our money, thereby minimizing your risk and kind of aligning our interests that, we make money when you make money. All right, great. Have a terrific weekend, and we'll see you. I'll see you this afternoon if you're getting the overnight trade set up. Otherwise, I will see you Monday afternoon for Monday's afternoon live trade. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.